I'm told the astronaut duck mystery is the most memorable one of the book, which is why it's on the cover. But cracks the case? More like quacks the case!
Argo Font Book Review. Argo Font Book Review.
Case 1. A thief who loves onions stole some jewels. He forgot where he left them, but he sent a letter to his mother. Encyclopedia says a 150-watt bulb will reveal the jewels. How? The culprit wrote a message in onion juice, which is revealed with the heat of a light bulb. Apparently, onion juice can be used to write letters in invisible ink. I didn't know that. Survey says most people don't know that. Bad solution. Case 2. Heads up, I can't describe this case without spoiling the solution, so here it goes. Bugs Meany claims to have a signed copy of Alice in Wonderland. Only Bugs is an idiot, so he misspells the author's first name and last name. How do we know the author didn't sign it? The name was spelled wrong. Bugs, the name is on the cover of the book. How did you not see it? Case 3. Sonia has a lemonade stand with money. Bugs imitates Sonia on the phone. He asks Encyclopedia and Sally to break into the lemonade stand and take the money. Before the detectives can reach the money counter, Bugs drops a net on them. Bugs brings in a police officer and claims he caught them red-handed. What is Bugs's mistake? The money's still on the counter, therefore Bugs didn't catch them red-handed. Only he did. They broke into the lemonade stand after hours for the express purpose of taking the money. The fact that they weren't physically touching the money shouldn't be enough to clear them. But no, Encyclopedia is being super literal here, and he gets off on a technicality because Bugs misused the phrase red-handed. It's a good thing Encyclopedia is not a thief, because he would be great at getting away with crimes. Case 4. Wilford Wiggins claims to be selling memorabilia from the Revolutionary War. He tried this scheme in the cookbook and it failed. I don't know why he's trying it again. This time, Wilford claims to have a letter from George Washington. The letter says he just signed the Declaration of Independence, along with everybody else in Congress. What is wrong with this? Washington was a president, not a member of Congress, and Congress didn't exist until 13 years after the Declaration of Independence was signed. Those should be acceptable solutions, but no, the book says the real solution is George Washington didn't sign the Declaration of Independence. He was in New York that day. Sorry for not knowing his schedule in that much detail. Survey says this is a good solution. Case 5. Someone stole a brooch during a butterfly club meeting. Mrs. Sweeney claims the culprit escaped by climbing a tree. Everyone in the club was watching the tree at the time. The tree is covered in butterflies. What is her mistake? Obviously, the culprit couldn't have climbed the tree without being seen, as everyone was watching it. But no, Encyclopedia's solution is that the culprit couldn't have climbed the tree without disturbing the butterflies, which is also true. This is similar to case 15.3, which was you can't set off firecrackers without disturbing birds. Case 6. There is a cooking competition. The judges are given a full glass of water after each cookie in order to clear their taste buds. There are only 4 contestants, so I have no idea why they need a separate glass of water for each person. A normal person can drink from the same glass 4 times, instead of demanding 4 separate glasses. Before eating Joey's cookie, Judge 2 refills her glass. Joey's cookies were sabotaged, so they taste awful. Encyclopedia says the judge did it. Why? The judge filled her water in advance, so she knew ahead of time that Joey's cookies were sabotaged. Either that or she has really terrible timing. Or she doesn't want to go along with the needlessly complicated water glass filling rules. Case 7. An astronaut is in town. He is holding a secret meeting with all the kids and charges them 50 cents each. I think this guy is Wilford Wiggins' cousin, Ilford Iggins. He shows them a crazy spaceship design and says it will take him to another galaxy. He's going to take an astronaut duck with him. The duck's already been on the moon. Our fake astronaut asks if anyone will pay him $50 for the privilege of watching Space Duck. How do we know he's fake? The solution is that ducks cannot swallow without gravity. Really? That's the solution? How about no duck has ever been on the moon? It's impossible to visit other galaxies in less than a century. NASA isn't funded by children giving 50-cent donations. And if this was a real space dock, it wouldn't be left with random kids as babysitters. This is the third case in the book where there are multiple correct solutions, but the back of the book only accepts one solution. I don't like that. It feels like you are cheating readers who are clever enough to pick up on an alternate solution. I much prefer earlier cases in this series, like case 9-9, where you are considered correct no matter which of the multiple solutions you pick up on. I didn't need to ask the internet if this is a bad mystery solution, but let's do it anyway. Survey says this solution gets 0 points. Case 8. A valuable baseball is stolen from a case, broken glasses everywhere, including on the pedestal that normally holds the baseball. Encyclopedia's friend Billy is kind of an idiot, so when he discovered the crime scene, he went straight to the case and touched the glass, cutting himself in the exact same way the thief would have been cut. Who is the culprit? Well, the thief left glass on the pedestal, meaning the baseball wasn't on the pedestal when the glass was broken. The robbery is a fake, therefore the baseball's owner is the culprit. He's also a huge jerk for framing a young boy, but I guess that's to be expected in this town of criminals. Case 9. A charity group is building houses and taking donations. The foreman puts the money in his apron. All the carpenters remove their aprons for lunch. When they return, Dan has trouble getting nails from his pocket, and the foreman discovers the money was stolen. Who did it? Dan, obviously. He's the only one who's acting suspiciously. He switched aprons in order to steal the money, and the new apron has nails in a different pocket, so that's why he was confused by the nails. I have no idea why he doesn't just move the nails to his normal pocket. That would make sense. The book says that he's left-handed and carpenters always put nails in the non-dominant hand pocket, but that's a little too complicated for me to work out. I'm fine with just saying the nails were in the wrong pocket and stopping there. Case 10. Someone stole 2 stamps from a room. 3 people visited the room in turn. Beckman says he already has those stamps. Dwyer says nobody'd hide stamps on a concrete floor. Patterson says, well, he's been after these stamps for a long time. Encyclopedia asks what the floor is like in the room. Chief Brown says it's standard carpeting. Who's the culprit? Dwyer. Dwyer can't know the floor is concrete unless she pulled up the carpet to hide the stamps there. Problem number 1. There are other rooms in the building. She could have seen concrete floors there. Problem 2. Concrete is a common flooring material. Assuming a room has concrete floors is not an admission of guilt. Problem 3. Patterson was the last one to enter the room. So Patterson entered the room, saw that the stamps were stolen, and didn't say anything about it when the police questioned him. If the police asked me, did you steal those stamps? I would say, no, they were gone when I first arrived. But no, Patterson purposely makes himself out to be a suspect just so Encyclopedia can have a mystery to solve. Before I finish this review, I want to point out that the book has 5 full-page illustrations by James Bernardin. He did covers for the series. It was distracting to see the Encyclopedia and Sally pictures get repurposed in this book, since I've used them in every one of my reviews. I give Encyclopedia Brown number 24, Encyclopedia Brown Cracks the Case, a 6 out of 10.